Hey y'all, so this video is called Get Fit to Travel. So maybe you have a trip planned where you're planning to do more activity than you're used to, or if you're going to be doing a lot of walking. And you want to make sure that you can get through your trip without having to worry about whether or not you can keep up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a series of exercises that are going to help to strengthen those muscles so you feel confident whenever you go on your planned vacation. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna get a chair. So grab a chair, you can go to your couch, whatever you just need to sit down. And we're gonna squat up and down out of this chair. So you want your feet to be facing forward. The further your feet are away from your chair or your couch, the harder it is. The closer your feet are to the chair, you'll have a little bit more give with this. So we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna extend them out in front of us, and we're just gonna rise up out of the chair and then go back down. If this is too hard for you to start, that's quite all right. There's options. Get close to a wall or find a chair with some handles that maybe you can get a little bit of an assist to start out with. So then that way you can see, okay, I'm getting stronger in this. My legs are getting stronger. I'm getting up and out of a chair. So I think of this as when I went to DC, we had to do a bus trip and we had to keep getting up and down out of the seats in the bus. So this will help you if you go on any of those bus tours. All right, let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. And go ahead and stand on up. We're going to give our legs a little bit of a break, and we're going to move to the upper body. So we're going to do push-ups. Before you get scared, we're going to do push-ups on the wall. So I want you to go up to the wall and make sure that your shoulder is in line with your wrist, and you want to be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, just slightly. So I'm going to come up to the wall. The further you are away from the wall, the harder this will be. So kind of make your adjustments by stepping in and out to see how far you can go with this. The shoulders are relaxing down, your body's nice and tight. We're going to squeeze our bottom, and then we're going to lower towards that wall and then push up. So you want to make sure that your elbows aren't pointing out, but they're slightly back. And we lower our whole body towards the wall. So I always say, bring your hips with you, because sometimes people will pop their butt out and just do the upper body. So bring those hips with you. And you can adjust as much as you need to with this. Maybe only start maybe about halfway down. You're like, okay, that's enough. Go ahead and start there. That's our progress marker. Let's go for 4 more. 3, stay tight in the body. 2, and 1 more. Very good. All right, we got that upper body out of the way. So we're going to move back to the lower body to give our upper body a rest, because maybe you haven't been doing stuff in a while. And if at any time you need to take a break and these are too many reps, again, scale it back a little bit and then start to find your happy medium of where you're feeling challenged, but you're still getting a work. All right, so we're gonna do some lunges. I'm using my chair here to hold on. I'm gonna step forward with my right foot. My left foot is back. I like to tell people to give themselves some space here. I have really long legs, so I have to have a really wide stance. So we're gonna take our hand on our hip. We're gonna slightly tuck our tailbone and then lean slightly forward so our shoulders go just over our hips. We're protecting our back. We're gonna bend this front knee and drop that back knee down. Notice how my hip is in line with my knee. And my knee up front is just going over my ankle. And then we press back up. So we lower down and back up. Notice how I'm not lunging forward. It's more of an up and down type movement. Again, this will help you too. Like if you have to go up a lot of steps, then you can build up those leg muscles to help you walk stairs. You see those daunting steps maybe that you have to walk up towards to see some beautiful sight, and you're going to be like, I got this. I totally got this because I've been doing my lunges. And let's go for 1 more. Very good. All right, let's switch to the other side. So the left foot is forward, the right leg is back. You may notice your back foot wants to turn slightly in. Really focus on trying to keep that foot as straight as possible. Hand on the hip, tuck the tailbone slightly, our shoulders stack over our hip, and we drop it down, and we come back up. So maybe you're like, I don't think I can get that low and be able to come back up. So start really slow. Just start to build those muscles up till eventually you can drop that knee down and get that hip in a straight line with that knee. We're gonna go for 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Hopefully those legs are feeling good. We're gonna move back to the upper body. Using our chair yet again, we're gonna do dips. So find any place. You can get something lower to the ground if you'd like. We're gonna scooch all the way to the end of the chair. I want your fingertips to be facing towards your heels. You're gonna scooch out to where you're just sliding off of the chair, because we wanna try to get our body as close to this chair as possible when we lower down. So we're gonna roll the shoulders back so we don't put extra pressure on those. We're gonna start to lower the body as we bend our elbows down. Now this may be too much, so you can adjust by just starting nice and slow, just to kind of fire up those muscles and say, hey, we're here, we're working, we're ready to work, and get stronger. So if your shoulders keep creeping forward, adjust every single time you lower down to make sure that you're protecting those shoulders at all costs. All right, we got 3 more. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Sit back on that chair, come on up, and we're gonna do our very last exercise, which is the plank. So we're gonna do a forearm plank. So we're gonna get down onto our forearms, lining up shoulder to elbow, elbow to wrist. Hands can be flat or you can make fists. We're gonna step, just kind of shimmy our knees back, and we're gonna drop our hips down to the mat. So I'm not butt up in the air, my hips are down. I'm bringing those hips with me. Shoulders are relaxed and down. So if you're feeling good in this position, you're like, you know what, my core feels pretty strong. I wanna step this up a little bit. Then we can flex our feet, raise your left leg and your right leg, and come up into that plank. If you find that you're kind of lifting your bottom up and sinking into those shoulders, you may not be ready yet for this full-on plank. So we just drop back down to the knees, untuck those toes, and check in with those hips to make sure they're not too far down or too far up, but just right. All right, let's hold this for a few more seconds. And go ahead and lower down gracefully. And then we're going to come on up. And I'm going to sit in this chair to say, great job. I would suggest doing this starting 3 times a week. And then if you would like to increase your amount of sets, you can certainly do that. So let me know how you like this video, if you have any questions, and good luck getting fit to travel. Peace out, y'all.